Hello and welcome to this video. We were continuing the first chapter of your economics, that is development. In last video we discussed up to the income and other criterias that are considered in order to measure the development. And in this video we will discuss about the human development report. Well, Human Development Report published by the UNDP, that is the United Nations Development Program. It is a global network of the United Nations. Its role is to seek for global cooperation and global acknowledgement, global knowledge, global awareness of different countries about the resources to build a better future for everyone. So, the Human Development Report is published by the UNDP, which compares different countries on the basis of their human resource, and it includes the educational level of the people, life expectancy means the expected year of sustain of an individual, their health status like their nutrition level, their chances of getting affected by diseases, their health standard, their body mass index, etc., and per capita income. So, based on all these qualities of human resource, it compare different countries. It includes the educational level, life expectancy, health status, per capita income, standard of living, and also many more things like all those characteristics that require to define the human development or that require to define the human resource. It analyze all the aspect of human resource and compare different countries. Now we will discuss about the sustainability of development. Well, sustainable development is a very burning topic and a very recent important concept. Sustainable development means the development of the present generation without hampering the need or the development of future generation. Like whatever we are enjoying today is passed from our ancestor to us, and it is our duty to hand over a livable environment to our upcoming generation. So sustainable development means thinking about everyone's development and not being selfish to fulfill your own greed only. Since the second half of the 20th century, a number of scientists have been warning that the present type and present level of development are not sustainable. If we keep consuming the resources in the current rate and in the current way we are consuming it, there will be a time when we will see a great scarcity of resources and we have to face much more difficulties, or probably our future generation have to pay the price of our greediness. So sustainable development means thinking about them, and it's not only about thinking about the future generation, rather it is about thinking about your co-fellows, your coexisting fellows. Like we have to think about the poor, the marginalized, the deprived people also. We cannot say that if we are getting it, that's enough. We have to think about other people, other form of life, and that is sustainable development. When we do not think about the development in a sustainable way, we will, and that we include every individual, not only the human being but also the animal kind. Everyone will have to pay the price. For example, global warming. Let's take the example of global warming. Global warming's one of the cause is rapid industrialization, but the developed countries have more industrialization compared to underdeveloped or developing countries. But it is not like that only the developed countries are facing the problems of global warming. All the countries, whether it's developing, it's underdeveloped, everyone is facing the consequences of global warming. Or For example, another cause of global warming is more number of motor vehicles. But is it like that only the rich or the people who have motor vehicle are facing global warming? No, even the poor who cannot afford a motor vehicle is also suffering because of the global warming. So the conclusion of sustainable development's requirement is that when the nature decide to ruin the humankind or the animal kind, when there will be scarcity of resources, of natural resources, and there will be environmental degradation and environmental consequences of unjustified ways of consuming resources, everyone will suffer equally. It will not spare anyone, because the consequences of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundary. As we discussed recently, that the developed countries have more number of or more concentration of industrialization, but the consequences of global warming is felt all over the globe equally. Everyone is suffering because of that, including the innocent animals who do not have any role in degrading, in exploiting the resources. So even they are paying its cost. And due to the reason that the environment do not discriminate anyone when it will cast its consequence of degradation, that is why it is a high time to think about the sustainable way of development and to give more emphasis to sustainable development. So, the overall conclusion of this chapter is that it's very much essential to focus on development, because we cannot say that we have to stop the development at all. We cannot stop the development at all, but we can reduce its level, its pace, its consequence. So before thinking about development or developmental plan, or considering something for achieving in near future, we have to ask certain questions to ourselves in order to check that whether the kind of development we are selecting or we are targeting at are sustainable or not. And those questions are: where we want to go, what is our target, what is our aim, what we are aiming at, what we wish to become, and what our goals are. By asking these questions, we can limit our desire of development, which is dangerous in future. And it is essential because we have to think about development but with sustainability. That's all about this video. Thank you.